everyone. I am late today. I was supposed to be here at 12:30 so that I could share with you the limiting beliefs of fad diets. And I didn't make it here on time. I didn't make it here on time because this is hard. The quarantine is hard. And I hope that you will be as forgiving with yourself as I have to be today in this moment to be able to show up here and tell you, number one, I'm sorry. And number two, I'm just really excited to share this with you. And through the magic of technology, I get to have this up here and have it waiting for you on the replay. If you were really eager to hear what I have to say about fad diets and limiting beliefs, this is here and available to you. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And I see some people are tuning in. So as we wait for a moment, I just again want to say how excited I am to bust the myth for you that all diets work, and let you know that you are capable of listening to your body's needs. The biggest thing that diets want you to believe is that you are incapable of listening to your needs. So again, I just want to say I'm so glad that you're here and listening. I am going live from two different places in my Facebook group and on my Instagram page. So you'll see me toggle back and forth with my eyes a little bit. So if you are suffering from the ups and downs of fad dieting and even the struggle in your mind, and you're looking for an ideal day where you never have to recommit to yourself again, then this is the training for you. This is the live for you. I already revealed the big fat myth, but the number one the myth that they tell you that is not true is, again, you are incapable of listening to your body's needs. That is nonsense. Diets want you to believe, and prescribed food protocols and counting in calories want you to believe that you can't do it on your own, that you can't listen to your body's needs, right? They say that you need a detox plan or a diet plan, or you have to adhere to some certain strict rules in order to be successful. That sets you up to not be successful. Myths like this end up giving you limiting beliefs. That means it's not sustainable because you don't believe that you can actually do that thing for a long period of time because it doesn't align with who you are and what you need. I want to give you an example of this. The other day I was online and someone wrote in response to a detox plan, "I can't wait to feel better again." She believes that she can only feel better if she detoxes. How many of you guys wait for January to do a Whole30 because you're like, oh God, I can't wait to feel better after I treated myself like garbage over the holidays? Why do we have to live that way? Why do we have to say, I'm going to wait to feel better until I do this thing, right? The limiting belief is I am incapable of feeling good without going to extreme measures. So if you're only capable of feeling good in extreme measures, how are you ever supposed to succeed? Of course it's going to limit you. Other diet programs may assume that you're like every other individual. This feeds the limiting belief that if this diet works for them, it will work for me, which automatically sets you up to not be successful and to feel shameful if it doesn't work for you. So many people come to me and they say to me, Helen, I've tried everything and it doesn't work, and it works for everybody else. Well, it doesn't work for everybody else. It may work for them in a small moment, but your body is not the same body as that person. And more importantly, your mind is not the same way, right? We have to get in touch with the way we think about food. Hi, everybody. I see more people joining about busting the myths of dieting, and so that we can get away from limiting beliefs about food. Thank you so much for tuning in. The feeling of shame that comes along with the fact that what you're doing and somebody else is doing the same doesn't work can really dig into your mind, right? And then you don't want to do it at all. So you have a unique attitude about life in general and the food that you're eating, and it's important to honor that. So diets that require you to track the amounts of food, right? They feed the limiting belief that I can't control how much I eat, so I need someone to tell me how much to measure. I have zero control, Well, imagine if you could approach every situation and say, I know what my body needs. If you can set yourself up to say, I know what my body needs, maybe you could actually listen to your body's hunger signals. Here are a couple other negative beliefs. So if you're with me, I just want you to listen to the quality of the things I'm about to say and how it can really be harmful to your body and to your mind. So if you're with me and you're watching, just close your eyes and listen for a moment what it would sound like and feel like in your body to say these things to yourself, because these are the negative beliefs we hold all the time that are put on us by dieting. I'll never be able to lose this weight. I don't know what or how to eat. I'm nervous I won't be able to lose weight again. It seems like I'm the only person who can't lose weight. I don't think I can do this today. Screw it. Right? Even the quality of my voice goes down. How many of you have said those things to yourself? How many of you are stuck in the cycle of negative beliefs about what you can do because of the messages that we receive on the outside from advertising, from magazine articles, from fad diets, right? Those are the things, the stories we start telling ourselves. But there's a more powerful story to tell yourself. So if you had a chance to listen to those lists of negative beliefs, now I want you to take another deep breath, just let it go, and listen to how these things, just the quality of the thoughts and the beliefs, can actually fill you up. Ready? Yes, Erica says all the time she says these things. So I want you guys to try these things instead, okay? Instead of saying, I'll never be able to do this, my body works for me. My body works for me. Instead of, I don't know how or what to eat, how about, I'm capable of making choices that nourish me in any given moment. Nourishment looks like a lot of different things, guys. It can look like you're having your mother's, homemade lasagna that you haven't had in a long time because it's tradition. That is nourishment, right? Having your favorite childhood Halloween candy on Halloween is freaking nourishment. It's cool, right? Have it. But on a daily basis, you're probably also aware that if you can nourish yourself in any situation, that those kinds of choices may not fill you up. You know this inherently, but it may be hard to follow through because you don't have accountability. And I'll get to that in a minute. The other thing you might say is, it seems like I'm the only person who can't lose weight. Instead, I am so grateful there is a unique plan for my body waiting to be discovered, right? Take ownership. Take your empowerment back. I am excited and grateful. I am grateful there is a unique plan for me. And it's out there and it is waiting to be seen by me. How amazing is that? When we said, I don't think I can do this today, how about I can take small steps to do hard things? Maybe the things that you're setting out to do for yourself as far as a dieting mentality are too black and white, right? Maybe it's like too far gone. What if you broke it down into tiny little steps and you took one small step towards hard things? Maybe it's just changing up your breakfast. That's one of the first things I share with my clients is a list of high protein breakfasts that you can easily make in the morning to balance your blood sugar so you have the rest of the day to feel better and more empowered. One small step. It's not the entire thing. You can't do the whole thing all at once. That's not how energy works, right? That's when we go into a crisis. And then finally, instead of saying, screw it, I'm going to have this thing, what if you said to yourself, I know the right action at any given moment? If you just woke up and said that to yourself today, I know the right action at any given moment, what would that be? What would your right action be? Right? Because diets are going to tell you that you don't know the right action to take and that they have to tell you what to do. Instead of doing the investigating and the detective work on your own and maybe writing down a plan for yourself that you know you can follow through with, because you are unique and it's baby steps. It's not the whole thing, right? So when you guys wait to feel better after the holidays with a Whole30, you are expecting that you can only feel good at a certain time, that you have to do something to extreme measures in order to be the best person you want to be and to lose weight. and to wait for your joy and your digestion to be okay. You don't have to wait, right? Because that story is limiting you in your thoughts of your ability to create change in your life. Releasing these limited beliefs is hard to do. But today you can say, I make the food choices that enhance my life overall. Now, if you don't know what those are, that's okay. The way to investigate that is to start writing them down. You don't have to write down the amount. Just, this is what I have for breakfast. This is how I felt. This is what I had for lunch. This is how I felt. This is what I had for dinner. And then I ate after dinner. I was tired. I probably could have gone to bed. That's a baby step, right? Instead of eating after dinner, why don't you try going to bed? I'm sure these things have occurred to you all the time. And these are the baby steps. This is the real life stuff, guys. The real life stuff that diets don't teach you is that you have the power to be able to make change. And that's my role as a coach, right? If you just stopped focusing on what diet could fix you, what if you just brought your awareness to your own thoughts and behavior patterns instead? And I know that sounds like a lofty goal, but it is something that I have been teaching myself to do for 15 years, and why I am here with you on Instagram and in the Energetic Way to Weight Loss to teach you how to do that. So if you're on Instagram watching and you're not in my free group, go ahead and join the Energetic Way to Weight Loss, and you'll get more tips and suggestions about this. I want you guys to go through a whole day of believing that you can do something. That is my goal. The whole day of believing that you can actually have control and power and feel empowered and no longer have limiting beliefs about dieting, and instead realize that it's your life overall, right? I had a client who came in and she said she needed fat camp. And I love her so much that I sat and I listened intently. And the first thing I said was, oh boy, because I'm not fat camp. That's not me. That's not my programming. That is not my plan to get people out of their heads and into their hearts with their bodies to lose weight, right? So I listened intently to the things she tried, how hard she was on herself, the micromanaging she wanted to do to lose the weight with me in her corner as her coach at fat camp. I waited for her to finish about how everything she had tried had failed her, but maybe with just accountability, she could do it. But I asked her one very important question. I said, why do you think those things have failed? She said, because I give it my everything and then I just don't want to do it anymore. You know why she doesn't want to do it anymore? Because it wasn't in alignment with her or her needs. She went and someone told her, start and stop doing these things in your life. Okay, I will listen. I'm going to follow the rules and I'm going to do it really well, right? Life is hard enough. Let's come up with our own plans to action, right? How do you fit it into your life? How do you make it baby steps? How do you start telling yourself and rewiring the thoughts in your head that help you feel like you can do what is possible instead of taking on the impossible and then stopping and taking it on again and then stopping again? There's no start and stop with me. There's no start and stop in my program. It is, how do we weave this into your life so that you don't have to deal with this anymore? And she decided she was all in after that because I told her something that she hadn't heard before. We came out of that session with a plan, not a meal plan or a diet plan or a list of foods to cut out, but a plan to stop being hard on herself and approach eating with curiosity, right? If you are curious about the next thing you're putting in your mouth, you get to be the detective and the person to figure out what it is that is actually going to fill you up energetically and help you lose weight instead of what is going to take you down, deplete you, mess with your metabolism and your hormones, right? And then together, that's how we figure out what works. Because your life is too precious and important to micromanage all of those things, especially the way you look on the outside. It is what's happening on the inside. The outside will follow. I promise you. All anyone wants is a proven plan, and that's what she came in to get, my plan. But I'm not going to let anybody get away with that. It doesn't have to be my plan, right? My plan is to get you to develop your own sense of self-worth and the way you feel inside to match the way you feel on the outside, always. And that's why I'm sharing these stories with you. For you to drop the limited beliefs of fad dieting, you have to decide you're capable of loving yourself enough to do the work on the inside. So, what does your subconscious look like? Because the conscious body is focusing on the problem on the outside, but we need to start listening to the inside, the subconscious things that tell you, I'm tired, I should go lie down, not I'm tired, I'm going to go get another bowl of ice cream, right? The subconscious mind that tells you it's time to get a drink of water, take a deep breath, or stop for a minute and take a break instead of anxiously going into the pantry and picking out your bag of potato chips and shoving them into your face because you don't know what to do, what's next, or maybe you didn't balance your blood sugar levels, right? Don't you guys want that? Don't you want to feel like you've got it energetically aligned so that you can live your life with joy without worrying about the food cycle anymore? I want to give that to you. So, as humans overall, we are conditioned to act from fear instead of curiosity. And we have to prioritize fear in order to get out of danger, for example. The conditioned response that we have to fear is left over from thousands of years ago, and you don't have to worry about getting eaten by your food, right? So we're going to drop the fear. We're going to drop this idea that fear has to come first. And instead, we're going to listen to the subconscious, to the easy thoughts, to the thoughts that bring you ease in your mind, the curiosity thoughts, right? Whereas curiosity about something could kill you maybe thousands of years ago. Oh, what's that sound? What's this leaf? I'm going to try it. You don't have to worry about that anymore, right? We know what foods are nourishing for us, and you don't have to have fear about eating, and you don't have to have fear in your life. You can just approach it with curiosity. I wonder what's going to happen. Guess what? I ate that thing and it makes me feel bad. Okay, then I don't want to have that anymore. So you have to explore the subconscious, what's deep inside that needs the help to get out of the limiting beliefs. So what I want to offer you today is to book a call with me for a free empowerment call that will help you illuminate the path that you might need for success in order to feel this way and to lose the weight once and for all without a fad diet, right? This is a special offer that's going on right now because my new program is starting next week, and I want to make sure that I can help as many people as possible. And in this free call, if I feel like this program could be for you, I'm going to tell you about it because you deserve that. Because you deserve to feel better and to drop the ideas of fad dieting. So I want to offer you this special free call, 45-minute empowerment call. And all you have to do is click on the link in my bio on Instagram, and I'll drop the link for you here in the Energetic Way to Weight Loss. And my hope is that in this call, I don't just save you money on my initial, which is usually $120. I'm giving it to you for free now. But I save you money overall, money and pain and limiting beliefs that are going to keep you from showing up to feel amazing in your life. So go ahead and click on the link. It's just a few more days this week that are available where I can coach you through the limiting beliefs and to illuminate a path for you that might work. And I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for tuning in. I forgot. I have to get something.